Hi guys, Mrs. Durham here. I am bringing you our math lesson today. Today is Wednesday, September 9th, and we are covering Chapter 1, Lesson 3 today, so you should be in the right place. I want you to go ahead and get out your math papers that your teacher sent home with you. Today we are going to be looking at page 23. That looks like this, so you should have this page. Page 23, 24, and 25. And then lastly, on the back of that page, we have the last page, page 26. So go ahead and get these out. Pause your video right now while you get all of your papers and pencil ready. Okay, got it? All right, I knew you would. So today we are talking about addition and adding. I know that we talked a little bit yesterday about it, but today we're going to work on making addition sentences. Wait, aren't sentences for words? They are, but they're also for math too. So I'm going to hopefully show you how to make an addition sentence today. So first things first, we need to learn some new signs and we need to learn some new words. So I want to show you a sign and I want you to tell me, have you ever seen this before? It looks like this. Is it the letter T? Well, it sure looks like the letter T, but it's not the letter T. This is called an addition sign or a plus sign. Have you ever heard of this sign before? I can actually make my body look like a plus sign. I can also look like a T, but today we're talking about math, so we're talking about a plus sign. Adding means that we are putting things together. We use the plus sign when we put things together. So today we're going to talk about taking numbers, which numbers are how many things we have, and putting them together to add. I'm going to write the word plus. Us, plus. That means we're going to add, and that's the name of that sign. It's called a plus sign. We are going to add with it. Add. There's two D's in the word add. When we have the plus sign, we get to put things together. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of putting two things together. I have some teddy bears here. I have a couple of teddy bears. They're red and they're blue. I'm going to count how many I have because I want to know how many teddy bears does Mrs. Durham have all together. So I have 1, 2, 3 blue bears. It's kind of hard to show you, but can you see the 3 blue bears? I have 1, 2 red bears. How do I figure out how to put those together? I want to add them. Well, I know that I could count them up, but I need to know how to show my teacher or to show my family or to show anybody how to add and that I know what to do. I have a question. I know how to add them together, but I don't know how to show you my answer. Have you ever seen this before? 2 lines together like that? Do you know what that means? Think about it for a second. Do you know what 2 lines mean? And why would I use them in math? I know. When you are solving a math problem and you are adding things together, to find where the answer is, we have to say how much does it equal. Equal means what is the answer or how much is it all together. And when we're adding, we're putting things all together. We have to use an equal sign. That's a really big part of our learning today. How do I spell equal? I spell equal E-Q-U-A-L. That Q kind of sneaks in there. Equal. This is what it looks like. So when we add all of this up together and we can find out what the question equals, then we will have found the sum of the answer, or the sum of the problem. A sum is the answer of a problem. And it's kind of cool because you can sound really fancy when you say the word sum. I'll show you how. So the word a sum, we use the word sum, sum, when we're talking about what the answer is to an adding problem. So when we do an addition problem, we're trying to find the sum or the answer. So I'm going to come back to these little teddy bears right here, okay? I had how many blue teddy bears? Do you remember? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 blue teddy bears. So now I want you to watch really closely because I'm going to show you how to write this all down so that it makes sense, okay? So we have 3 blue teddy bears. So I'm going to start my math problem out by writing the number 3 because I have 3 blue teddy bears. Now I want to show or write something that means add. Do you see anything on the board that means add? The plus sign? Yeah, the plus sign means we're going to add. So next door to my 3 right here, I'm going to say 3 plus, how many red bears did I have? Can you help me count? I have 2 red bears. So if I have 3 blue bears, I'm going to add or plus 2 red bears. So that's going to look like 3 plus 2. Now I want to find the answer of that. I want to know how many I have all together. So I'm going to take all of my bears and I'm going to count them up because that's how I add. So I started with 3. This is my part. Do you guys remember yesterday we talked about part, and when you put them together, it makes a whole? Well, watch this. Here's my first part. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to add my second part to make my whole. 4, 5. Look, I have a whole handful of teddy bears now. So how many teddy bears did we just count? 5. Now do I just write it down? Write down the number 5 anywhere I want to? I wish I had a way to show what my problem equaled and what the answer was. Wait, I see an equal sign. Can we use that? All right. So 3 plus 2 equals 5. How does that look? Does that look good or what? So that is what an addition sentence is. An addition sentence writes out exactly the math problem that you did, but we use a plus sign and we use an equal sign to show it. I'm going to circle those so you can see it. There's my plus sign. There's my equal sign. So I did 3 plus 2 equals 5. I can also say, remember I told you that cool word that's called sum? So when I say the sum, which means the answer, of 3 plus 2 equals 5. So if you want to sound very cool, you can say the sum of 3 plus 2 equals 5. And you will sound awesome because sum is a really cool word. All right. Do we understand what a plus sign means? Do we understand what an equal sign means? This is our number sentence. I'm going to write that word down. Our number sentence. Number sentence. Our number sentence shows how when we add things together, we use our plus sign and our equal sign. Sound good? Okay. I'm going to move you over. Come with me. We're going to go over to the smartboard, and you can get your paper out. That looks just like this one. Okay, so you should have one that looks just like this. It says addition number sentences. Okay, we're going to do it together because this is doing exactly what we did over there and used our plus sign and our equal sign. Wait, did you guys realize we just learned a lot of new words? Plus, add, equal, sum. That's 4 new words you just learned today. Wait, and number sentence, that's 5 new vocabulary words you learned today. Wait, and look real quick. What was the answer to our problem? It was 5. That's amazing. Okay, you guys. So here we are. We're on this page right here. I'm going to read the teacher directions that are down at the bottom, okay? So try to follow along with me. Use blocks to model. There are 4 children playing tag. 2 more children join them. How many children are playing tag in all? Trace your cubes, write the addition number sentence. Well, I heard the word in all. In all means I need to add because I want to know how many it's all together. So in all must mean to add. And then write the addition number sentence. We just learned what a number sentence is, so I think we can do it. Okay, so here's the time in the video that if you have anything that's just two different colors, I have blocks, but if you don't have blocks, that is totally okay. But if you can find something that's two different colors, it can help you really understand what you're adding together. So pause me right here and go get something to work with. All right, did you find something that you can use? You could even use like two different kinds of cereal. That could work. So I have right here, our story says that there are 4 children playing tag. So here's our 4 friends. They're playing tag outside. And then 2 more wanted to come join them. So they're walking over. They want to go play tag too. So I have to add these together. But I have to look at my parts and I have to look at my wholes because I have 2 parts right now. Your number sentence, your addition sentence has 2 parts right now. How many kids were on the playground first? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to write that down in our first box because there was 4 kids on the playground first. Okay? How many more came walking up? 1, 2. 2 more came wanting to play tag. So we have to add them together. Notice there's our plus sign. You've got to have your plus sign in there to know that we need to add them. And there's our equal sign. So there's a place for us to put our answer at. So if I had 4 friends who were playing tag and then 2 more wanted to play with them, now I have a whole. I put my 2 parts together. So let's count how many friends are out playing tag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many friends are now playing tag? 6. So now when we read it, 4 plus 2 equals 6. And that is your addition sentence. How do you feel? Do you feel like you're getting it? Do you understand it? Okay. If not, pause the video now and ask an adult for help if you're not understanding what we're doing. Okay, if you are ready, go ahead and go to the next page. Whoopsies. Hold on just a second with me. And I will get it up really fast. Okay, well, you know what? We will come back to that in a little bit. I'm going to get a math book real quick and I'll show you. All right, this is what your page should look like. Okay, this is the page we're going to work on. I'm going to see if I can pull it up one more time really fast, and then we will get going. Okay, I just want to be able to do it with you guys, so I want to make sure that I can pull it up on the board. Thank you for being patient. Okay, here we go. All right, we are almost there. Yay! Okay, thank you guys so much for waiting. Hopefully you might have had a chance to already start looking at the problems. So the first question says, you can write an addition number sentence. We can. We know exactly how to make one now. So we're going to look at it first and we're going to see it. Then we're going to say how many we saw and then we'll write it, okay? So we're going to do it step by step. So the first one is we see what addition sentence we're going to make. 3 red kites 2 red kites. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Part, part. Okay, so now we're going to say it. 3 plus 2 equals, so we're using those words plus and equals. We're going to use those. We have 3 plus 2 equals. Equals tells us the answer. We're going to find out the sum, what the answer is. What's it tell us? It already kind of tells us the answer, but I'm going to count just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they're right. So we are going to write the number 5 down. Now we're going to turn the words plus and equals, which I showed you over there. We're going to turn those into their actual symbols, okay? So we're going to write it now. 3, I'm going to write on the plus mark so I can practice it. 3 plus 2 equals 5. So now we took the words out and we put the actual marks in there for it. 3 plus 2 equals 5 is an addition number sentence. Yay, we did it. Okay, I'm going to leave that there for just a second, and then we're going to get ready to do the next one. I'm going to move you a little bit closer. There we go. I'm trying to get it to quit moving around. All right. We're going to scroll our page up. All right, at the bottom, it asks us to write an addition number sentence. Now, what are these circles for? I don't know if you remember, but over there, I circled where the plus mark is and where the equal sign goes. So do you think we might do something really similar over here? I think we might. Okay, so let's look first at how many balloons we have, okay? So I have 2 red balloons. So I'm going to write that down first. Now, what do we say is in our circle over there? What are we doing? Are we adding them together? Yeah, we're adding them together. So I'm going to put a plus mark. So I'm going to add my plus mark, 2 plus. How many purple balloons are there? There's 2 purple balloons. Now, do I just leave that blank? No, I got to put my equal sign in there because I need to know how much it is all together. So I'm going to count. 2 plus 2 equals what? Okay, so I'm going to count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. And we have our addition sentence. Awesome. Now we're moving on to the next one, which is airplanes. I like airplanes. I don't know if you like airplanes, but I think they're pretty cool. I have 2 yellow airplanes, so I'm going to write the number 2. And am I adding again? Yes. So we need to put our plus sign right in the circle. How many blue planes are there? 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to add 3 blue planes. 2 plus 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, can I leave it just like that, or am I missing something? I'm missing my equal sign, so I need to put my equal sign. That way, when I read it, I can say 2 plus 3 equals 5. Awesome. I'm going to move it away just a little bit to show you the last 2 problems, okay? We have 3 yellow counters, so I'm going to write down 3. I know that I'm adding, so I'm going to put my plus mark. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue. So I have my part and my part. I'm going to find my whole by adding them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 plus 5 equals 8. And that's our addition sentence. All right, the last one is some cool silver and gold cars. So we have 1, 2, 3. 3 silver cars plus 1, 2, 3. 3 gold cars. And I want to know how much it is all together. So I got to put my equal sign. Equals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Wow. I like this question at the bottom of the page too. It kind of like refreshes you. What does the plus sign mean? What am I supposed to do when I see a plus sign? Put it together. Add it together. Okay, think about your plus sign, how you can make a plus sign. And you can add stuff together. All right. I want you to now pause your video. You're going to try the independent page all by yourself. See if you remember what we've learned today and give it a try. As soon as you're done with it, unpause it, and we're going to do the very last page together, okay? This is what your independent page looks like. When you're all done, come back here. Okay, how did it go? Do you feel good about adding? I bet you are a math superhero and you did an awesome job. And if you didn't, let me know. You can always message your teacher, send a question, or ask your parent to message your teacher, okay? All right, so the way that you can message us is like if you're on Seesaw and you put a comment underneath your picture. That's the way that we can see it. Your parents can send us a message to our inbox for us to see. All right, we are looking at the top question that is talking about problem solving. So the ones on the back page are a little bit harder or trickier, and they take the idea we learned and they apply it and have us trying it in a couple different ways. So let's look at the first one, problem solving. There are 2 dogs playing. 3 more dogs join them. How many dogs are playing in all? Okay, so I have 2 dogs and 3 more dogs are playing. So there's the 2 puppies, and then here's the 3 other puppies that come. So I started with 2, right? And am I adding them? So if I add them, what sign should I use? I should use a plus sign. So 2 plus and then 3 more. More means that they're coming more. So also more is a word that means add to. So 2 plus 3 equals how many dogs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now there are 5 dogs playing in all. Good job. You can always draw a picture. If you don't have anything to work with or show, you can always draw a picture. Also, when we did the one about the blocks and the kids playing tag, you could draw blocks on that page too. If you didn't have any blocks, you can always draw a picture of them too, and it'll work good. Okay, I'm going to move my page down a little bit. We have only 2 questions left to do together. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are doing an awesome, awesome job. So this one's kind of tricky, okay? Susie sees 4 bees flying around a flower. Her friend Zoe sees 1 more bee than her friend saw. Ooh. So not just 1 more bee. She saw 1 more bee than Susie saw. So we'll have to draw that out. How many bees did Susie and Zoe see in all? Okay, so her friend Susie saw 4 bees. Okay, so 4 bees. I drew 4 bees. Her friend saw 1 more than Susie. So if Susie saw 4 bees, her friend Zoe saw 1 more. So that means 1 more than 4 is 5. So these are all the bees they saw. So now we can count them up. So we had 4 bees, and then her friend saw 5 bees. So how many bees is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they saw 9 bees all together. That one's kind of tricky because it wasn't just 1 more bee. It was 1 more than her friend saw. So we had to be careful and make sure that it was 5 bees instead of just 1 bee. Okay, the very last question to do today is, I can't say the word because we're going to write it, but what does that sign mean? When we have 2 lines next to each other, what does that mean? Anybody remember that word? Equal. That means equal. That sign means we find the answer of an addition problem, right? So let's write that down. This means equal. Okay, so that's what that sign means. It means equal. But what do we use it for? We use it to show our answer. Okay? This means equal. We use it to show our answer. That's what that sign is. That's what this whole lesson was about, was learning how to add and learning how to make an addition sentence that says something plus something equals our answer or our sum. Do you remember the word sum? Okay. That is all that I have for today, guys. Thank you so much for doing math with me. Thank you for being patient when my computer stopped working. This is our first math lesson, so they're going to get only better from here on out, okay? But thank you for being patient, for working hard, and for being the awesome students that you are. I will see you soon for another math lesson. Have a great day.